Hi, I'm Denise Thistlewaite, and thank you so much for joining me on this Working Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about getting ahead by being present. So when I say present, I mean in two different ways. You're obviously physically present in your booth or your space or your closet when you're recording, but you need to be mentally present as well. A few years ago, I took a course at the University of Massachusetts that was a mindfulness-based stress reduction course, and it really made a positive difference in my life. And the main thing that I learned about it was not just meditating while you're in your seated meditative posture, but also being meditative and mindful when you're off of your seat. That means through your everyday interactions and everything that you do. You're really being in the present moment. You need to be obviously physically present in your booth or recording space, and you also need to be mentally present. And to be mentally present, you have to stop the chatter. You cannot be thinking about getting your son to baseball practice and how you're going to carpool that week, or the argument that you had with your significant other yesterday. You need to really let all of that go and be present in that moment in your booth before you do your job. The most easy and best way to do that is to really just sit down and ground yourself and take some very slow, deep breaths to the count of 5, like breathing in, holding, and slowly releasing. If you can stop and you can focus on your breath for 2 full minutes, you will absolutely be able to make all of the other things on your mind just disappear and fade away. The studies at the University of Massachusetts showed that it is physically impossible to feel stress in the moment that you're focusing on your breath itself. That's pretty amazing. So not only do I do that as a practice when I'm in my booth, and I'm a pretty fast talker, fast moving kind of person, but when things get really hectic, you need to just stop, even if it's for 30 seconds, and deep breaths in and deep, slow breaths out. It'll really help you cleanse your mind and refocus. After you've calmed yourself and you look at your script, you'll see it with fresh eyes. You'll see it with a new perspective and sometimes with a new creativity that you didn't have before because your mind was just too cluttered with other things. You can break down your script by asking who you are, who you're speaking to, what your purpose is. And when you do that analysis, you're able then to put yourself into that place. For example, you're doing a coffee audition and you're supposed to be talking to your friend. Sometimes there's directions telling you what they want you to sound like, and as we know, sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's no directions, vague directions, and really specific directions that are longer than the script itself, right? So you think about your purpose and the setting of where you would be. And to put yourself in this frame of mind, there is nothing more helpful than a lead-in. I use lead-ins all the time, and I say to myself, aloud, I'm talking to my friend. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you were able to meet me here today. I really needed this. And thanks for coming to a place near my house. I appreciate it. And continue with your read. If you determine based on your script analysis that you're a presenter from the company and you're presenting a product or service to 500 people at a convention, you close your eyes and picture yourself with that product or showing those services to 500 people. Once you know your audience, it's so much easier to really make a connection with that script and really be able to find the words and phrases and delivery that particular client is looking for to deliver the message that they've chosen you for as the voice. So, 2-step process. You come into your physical recording space and you need to make sure your mind is connected with your body in that space. Do some slow, deep breathing and bring yourself to the present moment. Then take a fresh look at your script, do the script analysis that we've all gotten so good at, and connect with that copy, and you will be so successful. You'll get ahead by being present. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.